Hi, Reviews.org. I'm Kelly Horn, and this is my video submission for the Disney Plus reviewing job. First off, I wanted to express my gratitude and my excitement for this opportunity, not just to potentially, hopefully be selected, but to share my Disney fandom. It's such a part of my life and my being. I did state my case in my application, but I wanted to reiterate a couple of points. First, in your pool of applicants, you'll likely see a variety of Disney fans. Some who have all the Disney merchandise they could get their hands on, some who practically live at Disneyland or Disney World or both. But I think I'm the flavor of Disney fan that you would need. An analytical, detail-oriented, reasonably articulate Disney movie fan. 30 movies in 30 days? Baby, please. Secondly, I'm basically the perfect representative of the Disney Plus target audience. I'm a millennial, mom of 3 kids. My husband likes trying new streaming services. We are the average family of today. So my review would be relevant to a huge percentage of the Disney Plus user population. So vote for me. On to my review. I promise I know how to follow directions. And I know you're expecting a review of my favorite Disney movie. But while we're here, since I'm sticking my neck out, I may as well stick it way out and do something original. Now, before you get too nervous, it's nothing too far off the beaten path, but it's fun. I mean, you're going to be watching a lot of these, I assume, and this will be some fresh content. Consider it a little break. So without further ado, I give you Disney villains ranked. I have devised my very own rubric for examining and assessing movie villains. This is my brainchild, totally original stuff, so be excited. This rubric is divided into 3 categories. First, point of view. The villain's motive, basically. What's their plan? Does it make sense? Do we care? The second category is, are they fun to watch? Not all movie villains' personalities are created equal. Some are more engaging, some are more tedious. And then the last category is, are they a threat? Are they even a proper villain? Because if you're not a threat, you might as well be a sidekick. Oh, that hurts. To use this rubric, I give a number on a scale of 1 to 10 in each category, with a possible grand total of 30 points. This way, you can sort of quantify a subjective analysis. And for the purposes of this video, I've chosen about 7 villains to assess using this rubric. And I'm just going to zip through them as quick as possible. I did bring notes because I respect your time. We're just going to go fast. First up is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. For her point of view score, I gave her a 5. I understand her plan on paper, but I think many viewers agree it's a little harsh to sentence a baby to death because the parents gave you the cold shoulder one time. And then she had 15 plus years to come to terms, and it just never happened. For her fun to watch score, I gave her a 7. Because she has really good on-screen presence. As soon as she walks on, you know something serious is going to happen, like turning into a dragon, for example. Which brings me to my last score. For a threat, I gave her a 10 out of 10, because all the powers of hell is about as threatening as you could be. So her overall score was 22 out of 30. Next up, we have Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. For her point of view score, I gave her a 4. We get it. She lives for fur. She worships fur. But it's an awful lot of fuss for maybe 3 yards of usable fur. And, she couldn't just settle for the 84 other puppies that she got her hands on. She had to have Anita's. It ruined her night. It ruined her car. For what? For her fun to watch score, I gave her a 7. She's one of the most iconic Disney villains. The cheekbones alone, right? And then watching her behind the wheel, that's entertaining. But she is a little one note, so that's why she got a 7. Then for her threat score, I gave her an 8. because behind the wheel, whew, it's not all the powers of hell, but pretty close. Next, we have Ursula from The Little Mermaid. For her point of view score, I gave her an 8. We pretty much get what she's about. She lived in the palace, and then she was banished, and she's just trying to get her life back and do a little gardening on the side. For her fun to watch score, I gave her a 10. What panache. She's fabulous. For her threat score, I gave her an 8, because she's not a threat if you just avoid her, but once you're in it, you better have a ship you can stab her with. So that gives her an overall score of 26 out of 30. Then, Jafar from Aladdin. For his point of view score, I gave him a 6. He's really committed to his birds' plot for power. Yeah. For fun to watch, I gave him a 7. Sure, his beard is so twisted. And he can say a boo-boo with a straight face. So that's 7 points right there. For his threat score, I gave him an 8. If something's in it for him, he'll dish out your eternal reward. So that's big. Overall score, 21 out of 30. Our fifth villain is Scar from The Lion King. For his point of view, I gave him a 10. We know exactly what he wants, why he wants it, and what he's willing to do to get there. Be prepared. Fun to watch, I gave him an 8. He's good at being bad. The evil lies just beneath the surface under a poised, regal exterior, not unlike an actual lion. For the threat score, I gave him a 7. I mean, he's a lion. But he sure doesn't like to get his own hands dirty. 7. Overall score, 25 out of 30. Next is Shan Yu from Mulan. For his point of view, I gave him a 5. Like, I get it. He's captain of an army, bent on conquering China. But what's your story, bro? Make me care. And then for fun to watch, I gave him a 1. This is a subjective analysis. It's not fun for me to watch. It's one of those things, it's one of those very rare things that I can't put my finger on. For the threat score, though, I gave him a 10 out of 10. He just pops out of the snow. Yeah, that guy's scary. So I gave him an overall score of 16 out of 30. Last but not least is Hans from Frozen. For his point of view score, I gave him a 9. His plot makes sense, and it almost works. One of the best Disney villain expositions, too. The scene where he, almost kisses her. It's really good. For fun to watch, I gave him a 10. That love is an open door sequence, we would all date that guy. He's delightful. And then when he's a bad guy, he's really bad. It's awesome. For threat, though, I gave him a 5. He is a master of deception, but Anna sent that choir boy flying overboard in a single punch. That guy is a pansy. So I gave him an overall score of 24 out of 30. So just by way of conclusion, here are all of the villains with their total scores. Shan Yu with a total of 16. Cruella de Vil with a total of 19. Jafar is next with a total of 21. Maleficent at 22. Hans scored a 24. Scar a 25. And Ursula a 26 out of 30. So I didn't really have a favorite Disney villain going into this, but Ursula gets the top score. So congratulations, Ursula. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. This has been so fun to come up with and put together for you. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Vote Kelly Horn. Signing out. I hope that recorded.